Good evening. Happy Witchy Wednesday, everyone. This is Liz Whitaker, Divination Station, Witch Hearth Creations. I'm adding that one too, since that is my Etsy shop and where you can find all my handmade goodies, and Rising Goddess. So today, for Witchy Wednesday, we're going to be going over our weekly herb and crystal. I'll go ahead and share this out just a couple places, so of course bear with me. We are in the beginning of February. We just passed Imbolc. Imbolc is kind of how you say it. That was yesterday. So that is it's a cross quarter. So it's in between the winter and the spring solstice. It's when we start to, hello Devin, it's when we start to look forward to spring. We get the little inklings that spring is going to be here soon enough, and we start to, kind of think about that. We start to think about spring cleaning. We start to think about all of those goodies. I did my box for this month was Imbolc, which had cleansing herbs. Okay, we got it out a couple places. That's fine. So Imbolc the colors are red and white and green and black. Bridget's Cross, Saint Brigitte, is represented and honored in this holiday. Again, just let me share this out I'd like to share it out to my page, but of course, Facebook likes to give me issues, so I do apologize for being distracted for the first couple minutes here. When you jump on, say hi. I would love it if you would share the broadcast out as well. Reach as many people as we can. So today, again, I'm going to be talking about rose quartz and rosemary. Rose quartz is a great February. We have Valentine's Day. We have Lupercalia, which I'll be doing a little bit of a write-up on, just so get some information out there about that. So we're going to talk about rose quartz. So I have here, do you want to bring a raw rose quartz and a tumbled? Because I brought my pyramid. I love pyramid shapes. Okay, and this is rose quartz. So this one is a pale specimen. Rose quartz can go from really, really pale pink, almost clear, to really almost like a lavender pink. This one is more of the light pink in the, okay, in the raw, you can see, a little bit more. It's more of like it's not quite as orangey as it looks here. So raw rose quartz, and then tumbled. And the tumbled ones I tend to find a lot of the paler examples. That doesn't make them any less powerful. That doesn't make them any less, there we go, rose quartzy, okay? So it is a member of the quartz family. It is a fairly common stone, okay? You will see it in pretty much any witchy, new age, herbal, hippie shop. Rose quartz is one of the most common, one of the most popular. It is a silicon dioxide crystal, which is quartz. It occurs raw like that. Okay, you're not really going to see it in the points like you see with amethyst. It comes in giant chunks, and then they kind of cleave it down and either form it into the pyramids, tumble it up, or leave it raw. So rose quartz. What is rose quartz good for? Well, rose quartz has that pink color, so we associate that with the heart chakra. Okay, we associate that with love, with compassion. It is, I have some at work, I have some everywhere. It is, again, it's common and inexpensive enough that you can grab a few examples, grab a few stones, and kind of have it everywhere. It is known as the heart stone, okay? It has been important for love talismans, anything like that, from about the time people found it. It is good for attracting new love, romance, intimacy. It's also good for creating that bond. It's a good stone to wear daily. It's pretty hardy. And so I brought for my kind of show and tell here today as well. This is the Illustrated Crystallary. These books are gorgeous. So here we have rose quartz. No, okay. A different kind of love, rose quartz. In here, love is the ability to transcend yourself and merge with others. And then there's going to be rituals in here, reflections, and it also comes with its own oracle deck. So this is rose quartz, a different kind of love. I use rose quartz in my self-love workings. I don't tend to do a lot as far as like love spells or anything like that. I will do self-love spells because I think that is very important, that we really tune into our needs and desires as people, as, wonderful, divine beings, and then we attract that other person to us. So you'll often find I'll do a lot of self-love and self-care things, but I won't necessarily do a one-size-fits-all love spell. But I do use rose quartz in my self-love teacup altars and my self-love spell bags. So that is rose quartz. If you do have experience with rose quartz, I'd love to hear about it. If you want to put in the comments there your experiences with rose quartz, how you like to use it or wear it, I would love to hear about it. And for our herb, we have rosemary, kitchen rosemary. Right? So this is part of my apothecary, not part of my kitchen. So of course it has looks kind of like pine needles. Grows on a kind of like the branches. Okay, it's an herb. Kind of grows in a bush, and you kind of pick those out and take the needles off. And it does smell. Always, it's that savory herb, so it reminds me of like cooking savory potatoes. Roast potatoes and rosemary is what comes to mind when I smell it today. Rosemary is it's a protective herb. Teresa, hello. Again, rosemary is very common. You can use your kitchen rosemary if you see it pop up in a spell or a recipe or anything like that. It represents, it's a masculine herb, so it has those active qualities. It's fire, sun, Leo. So it has all of these active qualities. So if you want to, it's really good for memory. So if you're trying to, rosemary for remembrance. Did I just do rosemary not too long ago? End of last year? I feel like I did because it's kind of coming back. Or I was just doing a study on my own. Rosemary for remembrance. You're going to remember your dreams, anything like that. And as a protective herb, again, rosemary is active. So it's going to be very potent. It's going to be very powerful because it has all of those active qualities. So if you do have rosemary around and you just need a quick, something quick to blend up to protect, rosemary, definitely something great, good to grab, and we all pretty much have it in our cupboards. It's also good for purification and healing. It's good for sleep. So it'd be good in a dream pillow. It is really good as a burning herb. Again, fire, the sun. I use it in my protection incense, which I've started to blend up instead of just using the whole herbs, and it works amazing. I also have it in my my Bitch Be Gone powder that I made for the shop. Ground up some rosemary in there. So burning any herbs, you get the charcoal. You light the self-lighting charcoal and sprinkle the herbs right on top. Okay, and again, I have the Illustrated Herbiary Bewitching Herbals. So here, again, rosemary for remembrance. And we have that image of the red string tied around the finger. And here, honoring ancestral memories. All right, thank you for sharing. Rosemary's magic lies in her scent and volatile oil hidden in her leaves. Science has affirmed that the smell of rosemary's essential oil enhances memory. Okay, so that actually has been scientifically proven. So remembering your lineage, and it's going to go through a little bit of a ritual here to use, it says free writing, and kind of tap into that. Here's the writing prompt. Dear name of ancestor, or you can just use ancestors. We don't know the names of all our ancestors. I'm working to deepen my ancestral ties. Is there anything you'd like to share with me? And then you start writing. So get that rosemary, give it a good inhale, and see what comes up. See what kind of deep ancestral memories that are kind of in your DNA. See what comes out. Okay, and wrote rosemary here. So this is the card, and remembrance. So these are both two items that I use frequently in my magical workings and my kind of handmade creations for others. That's pretty much all I got here today. Thank you very much for sharing. Again, it is February. We are in Aquarius season. Have some Aquarian birthdays. I believe Teresa's birthday is today or yesterday. I don't even know what is time. February is also Black History Month, so I'm going to challenge you to get out there, do some research, find an amazing bit of history that you didn't know, and kind of enrich your knowledge. Okay, there's a lot of witches of color that deserve to be seen and heard. I'm going to bring a tarot deck that I was meant to bring today, but I forgot, to kind of showcase some witches of color. And just a reminder, Rising Goddess does believe Black Lives Matter. We believe LGBTQ plus lives matter, and are very supportive of those communities in any way we can. And again, no justice, no peace. So just, I know it's been a little bit quieter on that front, but just so you know, that is where Rising Goddess stands with those topics. I am going to close out today. The shop is open until 9. Come in and see us. I'm going to be here. Tina's going to be here. I brought some new teacup altars that I'm going to set up today. And we have a ton of brand new goddess. We have some books, some decks. We're really doing a goddess overhaul. A little bit at a time, but it will get there. So if you're really looking to kind of connect with that divine feminine and really deep dive what that means, and remember the divine feminine is in every person. Every person has the divine feminine and the divine masculine. If you are curious as to how the divine feminine is working for you, how you can kind of work for her, the goddess, right? Any word on the class for the mediumship deck? It would still have to be on Zoom. And now that it's after the holidays and kind of all that, the notes are coming together for that. So Devin, I will make sure to reach out to you when those details are finalized. And I do want to thank everybody. Come out, support us. Check out our live sales. That'll be going up shortly with our Artisan of the Month for February. All right. Good night. Thank you so much. Stay safe and stay healthy.